What's going on, everybody? This is the False Prophet, Primetime James Thomas, over at the Primetime Podcast. Welcome you all to another video. It's been a long time, but I am back, man. Happy holidays to each and every single one of y'all. Hopefully, everybody has had, hopefully, everybody's holidays is going smoothly. But yeah, man, I apologize for being away for quite some time, but I am back, and I want to discuss a topic going on in WWE that's kind of been bothering me a little bit. Not exactly these two performers' fault. It's more so of the booking of the situation that has kind of grinded my gears, so to speak. Before I get to that, though, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And also, please be sure to donate to the Cash App, PrimePod313, where any donation will be greatly acceptable. You can see the donation ticker at the bottom here, PrimePod313, where any donation is appreciated. And for tonight's topic, I want to talk about the Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan feud and how I think this has been booked ever since post SummerSlam. And all I will say is this. If you remember around late spring into the summer, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley had arguably the best feud and the best story. Well, I'm going to have to include Dominic Mysterio into this as well. Arguably had the hottest act in the company, even more than the Bloodline. You know, you had Liv Morgan finally growing into her own amongst the absence of Rhea Ripley. She's finally coming to her own as a character, and this whole situation about how Liv Morgan's on this Liv Morgan revenge tour, and her goal is to take everything away from Rhea Ripley. That's what she said that she planned on doing, and she has done that for the most part. You know, like she got her on the shelf, she took her title, and then thus beginning this story where she's trying to take Dom away from Rhea Ripley, who at one point was Rhea's boyfriend. Now, of course, Rhea comes back, and Dominic puts on this act that, I don't want Liv, I want you, mommy. She had Dominic stressing, and then we get the SummerSlam, and which was pretty much the peak of this feud, which turns out, and Dominic turns on Rhea, kisses Liv Morgan. By the way, shout out to Dominic Mysterio. Apparently, according to Dominic, that was not scripted. So Dominic went for it. I don't blame him. And then, thus leaving Rhea Ripley heartbroken. And you can make the case that Rhea has lost everything due to Liv Morgan. She took her title, she took her man, thus taking her group, the Judgment Day. Now you're thinking, oh snap, this feud's about to be going crazy. Rhea has nothing to lose, she's about to go crazy. And ever since SummerSlam, I don't know what they did, but ever since SummerSlam, this feud has been literally week after week after SummerSlam. It seems like that steam, that the air in that balloon is getting less and less. That balloon is getting more flatter and flatter and flatter as the weeks go on. Now it's getting to a point where people are asking for this feud to end. Now you have to ask yourself, why is that? Why is it that at one point it was the hottest feud in the company to now become one of the more coldest feuds in the company? And it's real simple. WWE clearly did not have an end game. They did not know what to do post SummerSlam. The rumor is that it's going to be Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley till SummerSlam, but I don't know if I got the patience. I'm pretty sure I don't know if y'all got the patience for this feud to be stretched out that long. Because ever since SummerSlam, this has been a stagnant feud. It's been not only stagnant, but it has been the same segments over and over and over again. You see, one, they messed up by having Rhea pretty much get her get back on Dominic and Liv ever since. So how many times have we seen Rhea beat up both Liv and Dom since SummerSlam? And how they're booking Rhea, they're making Rhea so damn strong that she completely shrugged off the fact that her group Judgment Day turned on her. She just shrugged off the fact that her boyfriend pretty much did say he cheated on her for all these months for Liv Morgan. She just shrugged it off, and she's now damn near bigger and stronger than ever because every week she's dismantling Liv Morgan, she's dismantling Dom, and she's dismantling everybody in her path. And it's been the same thing. Liv Morgan cutting this promo about how Daddy Dom, and I'm the women's world champion, and that voice, she does that crazy thing like, and there's nothing you can do about it. that laugh that she does. When she tries to talk crazy, she does that swaying shit. But Liv's momentum has completely been stifled. Dominic is just there most of the time. He hasn't really been elevated since then. And Rhea is booked like a female John Cena. And there's so many ways they could have made this better. Hell, they even added Raquel Rodriguez into the mix, which storyline-wise makes sense because Rhea did injure Raquel, but it has done nothing for Raquel. They completely buried Raquel because every time when Raquel and Rhea get into a fight, Rhea gets the upper hand every single time. So it doesn't matter that Rhea's in a 3-on-1 situation with Dom, Liv, and Raquel. Rhea always comes out on top. Mommy on top, right? And now the fans are like, well, what's the point? Like, what's the point now? And now we got this thing for Survivor Series where I guess it's Team Rhea versus Team Liv, even though I don't get it. I really don't understand why the women need a War Games match. I don't think it's completely unnecessary. This completely could have been a 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. But it's whatever. This feud has completely stalled out. And this is where I say that this feud had potential to be great. This had potential to really have people get behind Rhea than they already do. I'm going to explain to you why. If I was the booker for WWE and I had to book this storyline all the way up to Mania, right? This is how I would do it. After SummerSlam, right? Rhea, got humiliated on SummerSlam. She lost her opportunity to win the title back, and she lost her boyfriend, and she lost her friends in the Judgment Day, right? This would be your opportunity to humanize Rhea Ripley. Humanize her to the point where fans she's gonna be more over than before, right? Instead of this obsession of trying to book her like this badass, right? Humanize her. Have it be to a point where after SummerSlam, we don't see Rhea for a couple of weeks. You could have Michael Cole or say that Rhea is very heartbroken. She's very upset about the situation with Dom and Liv. You know, she doesn't want to be seen. We haven't heard from her. We haven't heard from her since SummerSlam. Like, tell this story that Rhea is truly heartbroken, right? Then you finally get this interview with Rhea Ripley a couple weeks after SummerSlam, right? And Rhea's just barefaced, no black makeup. You know, she's just barefaced. You see Rhea in her most natural state, right? And you could have Rhea cut this promo about how Dom was the only man in her life that she let her guard down for, right? You could tell how much she really loved Dom, how she really fucked with Dom, and she actually truly loved Dom, right? And she truly loved, and she thought the Judgment were her friends. Because she always viewed herself as an outsider, right? Those were the only people that she truly trusted. And they betrayed her trust. They broke her trust. Right? And you could tell that she doesn't feel like coming back to the WWE. She doesn't feel right and all that stuff. She's really upset. Right? You could make this angle. You could make this angle like she's about to retire, all that stuff, right? Meanwhile, you got Liv and Dom going crazy out here, constantly laughing at Rhea, constantly making out on TV. Like you can have Liv on the camera going, and Rhea, if you're watching at home, I really want you to see this. And then they're just always making out right in the middle of the ring. Always making out, making fun of Rhea. Boom, done, right? Then we skip towards, let's say, Bad Blood, right? And meanwhile, Liv Morgan's actually defending her championship, getting some credible wins, thus getting heat, all this stuff, making her one of the biggest heels in the company, right? With Dom, right? Then we get to Bad Blood. First time we see Rhea Ripley since SummerSlam, right? First time we see Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam, since SummerSlam, she comes out. She comes out, still, she got a little makeup on, but she's not real bloody Ripley anymore, right? She's just Rhea Ripley in her most basic state because she's fucked up. She'll come out, she says she appreciates the support from the fans. She appreciates them people checking on her. She just wants to give a moment to say that she's fine, that she's doing well. And you can make Rhea tease that she's going to retire, right? Kind of like a Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho type situation, right? Rhea's teasing retirement, then you have Liv and Dom come out, right? They come out, they're laughing at Rhea, mocking at Rhea. And then they're just doing whatever, right? And then Rhea just fucking snaps, right? Let's say that they kiss one more time in front of Rhea. And then Rhea's like, screw this. And then she attacks Liv and Dom, right? Attacks Liv and Dom. And then how so much so that she gets arrested, right? She gets arrested because you can tell that that Liv had police on standby whatsoever. And then you set up for Survivor Series, which is coming up in 10 days. You got Survivor Series. You have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World title at Survivor Series, right? Now Rhea is back to herself now. Now you every week you slowly see Rhea getting her confidence back, right? But here's the catch though. at Survivor Series, I would make it a point that Rhea is not, she don't care about the belt. She just wants to beat the hell out of Liv, right? She wants to beat up Liv Morgan. So I would go, this, hell, funny enough, it's the 20th anniversary of Survivor Series 2004. What very personal women's feud happened in that match? Lita and Trish. What happened in that match? Lita just beat the ever-loving shit out of Trish. She didn't care about winning the belt. You recreate that here. Rhea just destroys Liv. Destroys her, right? You would make her beat Liv so bad that it gets to a point where Adam Pearce comes out and say that, hey, if you, let's say, for example, it's like a concerto. Like she has Liv in a concerto situation. Kind of like what happened with Finn Balor and Edge, right? Call back to that. And you could do a situation, you could put like little, because funny enough, they just did an angle NXT where they had Rhea, all bloodied and battered and shit. Which, by the way, funny enough, Triple H did better. Shawn Michaels did better booking of their feud in just 30 seconds. Triple H has ever since SummerSlam, by the way. You could make Rhea bleed a little bit, give her like a bloody nose or something. Just like make it so that she just got her ass whooped, right? She's in a concerto situation, and Adam Pearce is telling Rhea, stop it. If you do this, you'll be fired, right? And then Rhea acts like she's going to do it. She's going to put the chair down. But she says, fuck it. Boom! Concerto to Liv Morgan. Now Rhea is fired, right? And then Liv Morgan, the night after, she come all out, face all bandaged up, but she's smiling. She's happy. Because again, this is the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, right? This would fully complete Liv Morgan's Revenge Tour and her not taking everything away from Rhea, but mentally breaking Rhea. Because not only she can cut this promo that I'm the real winner here. Yes, my face is busted up, but I'm the real winner here because guess what? I'm still in the WWE. You are at home. I took your dream job away from you. I told you I was going to take everything away from you. I took your title. I took your group. I took your boyfriend. And now I took your dream. So at the end of the day, I win. Right? Just a diabolical promo by Liv Morgan. That, yes, you beat me up, but I still win. Right? Now, after Survivor Series, Rhea Ripley doesn't work for the company anymore, right? So you tell the story that she's probably saved her money by now. Tell this story that everywhere Liv goes, everywhere Raw's at, Rhea is there in the front row. Tell the story that Rhea bought a ticket. She just came to see the show, right? And every time Liv Morgan comes out, boom, Rhea's right on her, right? Rhea's right on her every single time. Kind of like Matt Hardy and Edge 2005 when, you can tell the story that, that Rhea's there, but she's not supposed to be there. Hell, you can tell the story that Rhea, Damian Priest snuck her in because her and Damian Priest are cool. That Damian Priest snuck her in, and then when Liv's least expected, boom, there's Rhea. You can do it that way too, right? And every time Rhea attacks Liv, she gets arrested. Every single time she gets arrested, right? And then you tell Rhea, and Rhea could say that, I got bail money. I'll be out. I'll be out in 12 hours. I'm going to see you again, right? You do this every single week, right? Then that's when you bring in Raquel Rodriguez. Then that's when you bring Raquel Rodriguez in, right? And all this time, you build Raquel Rodriguez back up. You have her give her squash matches, make her seem like a legitimate threat to fucking Rhea Ripley. And once that's established, you can still do the thing where Rhea tries to attack Liv, but this time Raquel's there, and Raquel just overpowers Rhea. She beats the shit out of Rhea. Every time Rhea gets into Raquel comes out on top, right? You do this segment, you do this story for like a good month, right? Till we get to the Royal Rumble season. And tell the story that Liv is just had it with this whole situation. Hell, you could do some situation where Rhea's stalking Dom and Liv. They're outside their hotel room, or she's outside their hotel room, or she's like stalking them while they're shopping. Like Rhea can really get into her creepy, gothic bag with this if she wants to. And then you tell the story that, okay, Rhea, you want me? Great, it would be predictable, but it would make sense. Tell the story that if Liv could cut this promo saying, all right, Rhea, if you want me and you want your job back, you're going to have to beat 29 other women to do it. Right? Which, by the way, when was the last time there was actually a story that there was a story in the Royal Rumble match? I haven't had that in a while, but there was actually a story in the Royal Rumble match. Just saying. But have Rhea enter the Women's Royal Rumble. And if she wins, not only does she get her job back, but she'll get the opportunity to wrestle Liv Morgan at WrestleMania, right? I wouldn't have Rhea come in at number 1. It might be a little too on the nose, but have her come in fairly early, like maybe 4 or 5 or something like that, right? And then you have the final 2 women be Rhea and Raquel. I would have Raquel come in at like maybe either 27 through 30. One of those were. Like, tell the story that Raquel is dominating the Royal Rumble while facing a Rhea Ripley who, again, came in at like 4 or 5, right? And she's exhausted, and she got a lot of, and she's exhausted. You can tell that's why she's exhausted whatsoever. And then you could really build this up because, again, if Rhea loses this match, she's no longer with the company anymore. She can never get her hands on Liv. Hell, you can tell that if Rhea loses, she's banned from every building WWE's in. Like something like along those lines, right? You got Raquel and Rhea going back and forth. You could have Liv Morgan kind of come in and help. But through it all, Rhea Ripley overcomes the odds, eliminates Raquel, and not only does she get her job back, but she gets an opportunity at WrestleMania. And then you just go on from there and have Rhea have her moment at WrestleMania. Now, folks, tell me, does that sound more compelling, more interesting, more entertaining than what the fuck we're getting on Monday Night Raw nowadays? Now, I can't get all the credit. I gotta give a shout out to Simeon. If you're watching, I gotta give you credit too, because we was literally talking one night, and we literally just we literally just thought of this feud like on a random call because Simeon's a big fan of Rhea Ripley and he's invested in this Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan storyline. And he agrees that yeah, it's been trash. Me and Simeon thought of this. We just thought of the storyline I just planned out. We thought about that in just like in like 4 or 5 minutes, and we don't even work for the WWE. But yeah, man, this really could have been something. This really could have been a very, very compelling story, but it's just paint by numbers with WWE right now, you know. And they had a little something when Raquel and Liv jumped Rhea in NXT parking lot, but only for Rhea to come back like 1 or 2 weeks later. So it's like, what the fuck? I think she just brushes off everything Liv does, and it's like, who does this benefit? How does this benefit Liv to have your babyface brush off Liv's attacks, which does nothing for Rhea? Ah, man. But let me know your guys' thoughts. How did you feel about the story that I just planned out for Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan? And do you guys agree that that's something along those lines of a story that they could have went with instead of what we're getting with now? But let me know your guys' thoughts. Hit that like and subscribe button. And I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, and I'm out. Peace.